Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Fire Emblem, the Dark Amulet mod. Let's just launch right into it. Last time was a lot of gameplay and not a whole lot of story, and trust me, that is going to be turned around in a little bit here. But for right now, we're still in a very early stage in which it is mostly just a band of misfits fighting bandits. We need to get powerful before we can take on the bigger players, so... Watch duty. So boring. Wish I could just doze. Careful, Edric. That kind of talk gets mercenaries killed. What? Who's there? Just a shadow, nothing more. Harlan? What are you doing out here? Phoenix sent me. To keep an eye on me? Sure. That, and to dig around. See, bandits are on the move all across Dork Forness's... Okay, so last time, I accidentally called Duke Forness Dork Forness, and now I'm just gonna keep doing it. Anyway, so this is Edric, and he's got another one of his fellow mercenaries with him now. Our new, soon-to-be thief unit. Something's up. Agreed. With Forness's soldiers in battle, all kinds of brigands have descended on innocent villagers. You catch on quick, but I think there's more to it than pure opportunism. Someone's stirring up the hornet's nest. Dwalt, come on out. Is the new boss? Dwalt, this is Edric. You work for him now. Harlan, what's going on? Who is this guy? Name's Dwalt. I used to run with Brago's crew, but Harlan's cut me a deal. There's a bandit lair up in the mountains. Dwalt will show us the way. If we don't knock it out, they'll strike again. Hard. You trust him? I trust no one, but Phoenix pays well, and that's enough. Dwalt, welcome to the Phoenix Blades. Okay, so initially, I didn't trust Dwalt myself. Look, I'll just tell you straight up, that guy turns out to be one of the most loyal dudes that you can have on your side. But, you know, the game asks, you trust him? And I think back to the incident in Sacred Stones when I trusted Orson. If you know, you know. Anyway. Hey, Edric, I couldn't help but overhear that you and your men are moving out. Something about bandits? Gigachad, Katrine. A spy working for my commander has a lead. Some kind of hideout. It's in the mountains. We're going to deliver a decisive blow to the bandits. That way, villages like yours will be secure. Sounds like the right call. When do we leave? This is a Phoenix Blade mission. You two should stay here where it's safe. Katrine and I live in these lands. We know the mountains, the mines, and we have a score to settle with those thieves. Edric, let us help you. I have an intuition that we should aid you in this. An intuition? Katrine has a bit of the old magic in her, seer stuff. When she has those feelings, wise men take heed. Very well. We'd be happy to have you. Come, we march at dawn. Ooh, here we go. Hey boss, we got soldiers on approach. They look armed and angry. What? It must be those damn mercenaries. Damn it! Brago said there'd be no resistance. What do we do, boss? We cut them down! Bring out every spare axe! Chop them to pieces! This is it. This is the hideout. Good work, Dwalt. I know it can't be easy, selling out your own comrades. Whatever. They sold out first. We used to strike at rich merchants, taking from snobs that had plenty to spare. We kept ourselves fed and happy after the mines closed. Now Brago's got some new ally, and everything's different. Burning down villages, cutting down innocents. That's no way to live, even for a thief. Glad to have you on the blades. While Edric strikes the main entry, we'll slip through this wall. Rob them blind, then send them to the gods. Filthy pagans. Whoa, this is the bandit hideout? Look at this old stone. It looks like a temple. This was built a long time ago. When the mines were still open, miners used to dig up ruins like this. Temples, shrines, strange stuff. Okay, so depending on the Fire Emblem game, sometimes when you go into a temple, it's like it's your god or whatever deity is of that world that helps out with your people, or at least teaches morality right from wrong. In this game, temples are more like, I don't know, Cthulhu shrines or something, Yog-Sothoth and whatnot. The artifacts found would sell for a heavy heap of gold. Enough, old man. We don't need a history lesson. So, it's like, look, we came here for Fire Emblem, and some people might be in it for the story, but we've had enough story, and it's time to start making units move to beat up enemies. We have a fight on our hands. Quite a tongue on you, boy. Want to back up those words with steel? You don't want to mess with Gigachad. Peace, Griss. The mercenaries are our allies. Right, save your fury for the enemy. On my signal, attack! Alright, so a lot of story beats right there. Nah, I'm not gonna save right now, because I could just hit enter and just do all that stuff all over again. So, immediately, gotta watch out for this archer here. Let's not get shot, but go ahead and shoot the wall, weaken it up a bit, and let's go ahead and talk to her first, and then we'll, hit the wall. So, you're our new fighter, Dwalt, right? That's right, and you're Miley. That's right! Wait, how did you know that? Harlan told me to avoid you at all costs. Harlan has a screwy sense of humor. If you need anything or have a question, just... So Harlan's that thief, basically, the new guy who showed up. I've got a question. How's the food? Depends on who's on cook duty. Shorn makes a mean vegetable... There is no such thing as a mean vegetable... Okay. Let me correct myself. I am willing to think about the possibility that some vegetable stew tastes good, but mean vegetable stew, you're kind of pushing it. You need meat in your stew, people. When Edric cooks, I just skip the whole meal. Got it. I got one more question. Oh yeah? You married or available? In your dreams. Harlan was right. One that pretty can only be trouble. Alright, so now, let's see, I've got an iron axe and a hand axe. I'm actually going to attack with a hand axe because, well, hang on, man, I should have checked to see if those guys with spears had range. Alright, I'm gonna use up one of my hand axe. Iron lance, iron lance, dang it, I wasted a hand axe. Oh well. See, I totally could have had him move over here and use the hand axe and then had this dude bust the wall down with his, iron sword. Level 10 thief, okay. I mean, he's not great for a level 10 thief, but his hit points are decent, and so is his speed. Let me think here. How do I want to go about doing this? And by that I mean, I still want to train Hilda as much as possible. See if I can't bump her up to over the edge here. If I have Edric fight this dude... No, that's not gonna bring him down sufficiently. And Gigachad... See, the thing is, Gigachad here, he's supposed to be the guy who brings them down to low health so that Hilda here can finish the job. But I think I'm gonna have to rely on Shorn for that now. Huh. If I use one range attack... Unless he crits with that, because that's 14 crit right there. Alright. Still not getting a bunch of... all these levels, and I only got one defense. Here I am at level 7, so... You know, the stats are nice and all, but... Boy, my defense... I cannot be getting hit by stuff. I mean, I can, but later on in the game I can't. So, if Hilda tries to attack now... Yeah, he'll double back, but it doesn't matter because she has a 100% hit chance. Alright, and if I leave her there... 1, 2, 3, 4... She's gonna be vulnerable to that archer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, so I think I'll have my... Doggone, I already forgot the name of the emo guy again. I have to re-familiarize myself with their names. So right now he's just emo sword guy until further notice. Alright, let's talk to Edric. Hey, Edric, hey! Hilda, is there a problem? Do you need a vulnerary? Excuse me. No, nothing like that. I just wanted to formally register my application to the Phoenix Blades. Application? Hilda, it doesn't work that way. Why not? That big tough miner guy joined without even a trial by combat. Trial by Miley's been making things up again. Listen, Hilda, a mercenary's life is a hard one. Besides, Katrine would never let you join us. What if I could convince her? Well, sure, in that case. I'd ask Phoenix to hire you as a recruit. Yes! I won't let you down, Edric! What did I just agree to? Alright, so now that she's finished talking to him, let's go ahead and use this slim lance because I don't want to use my ranged weapon more than I need to. Ba-boom. Also, I am already very impressed, as I was in my first playthrough, with the dialogue between the characters. Maybe I'm overly impressed, easily impressed, but still, it's like, they did a good job. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to have her trade with herself to have this slim spear out so that Archer doesn't get any funny ideas. Now, I could have him attack this other dude here, but my slim sword's already seen a bit of use, and that guy's not very tough, but I'm not going to beat him in one hit. Unless I crit him, which is unlikely. So if I just stand still and have Gigachad finish it off... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, I think. So, go ahead, Gigachad. Boom. Yeah, this music from Golden Sun, I love it, but it does eventually get repetitive. By the way, if anybody's wondering, the song playing is the Satyros and Minardi song. Or the, what was that water lighthouse? The Mercury Lighthouse music. So, I played that game a couple of times at this point, and boy, I wish that it had gotten off the ground like Fire Emblem had. There was a time when Fire Emblem itself was about to fade out because not enough people were buying it. And so, I think Fire Emblem Awakening saved the entire series. Though really, the Game Boy games ought to have gotten in a pretty good customer base. I don't know what happened. But anyway, I don't know, it just became less and less popular, and then it just managed to it found a new foothold. Not so with Golden Sun. First two Golden Sun games were great, and I think that Dark Dawn was great, but just not enough people bought it, and there hasn't been a Golden Sun since, at least at the time of this recording in 2025. Oh well. Alright. Okay. Oh, nice! A crit! Good job, Shorn. Yeah, he is gonna forcibly show up in, like, some later mission that I'm not going to elaborate on, so it's good that I have him, at least getting a couple of level ups, even if I don't intend for him to be in the army long term. And I'm glad that, he only got that guy down to 1 hit point left, because now it's easy pickings for, my trainee. Okay, good job, finally somebody hit Shorn. Alright, Harlan is an essential character. This means his death will result in game over. So, except for Hilda, my recruit here, I think every last one of these guys is an essential character. Wait, is Dwalt an essential character? Maybe Dwalt isn't either. Anyway, it's finally the new turn now that we're like 14 minutes into the video, so let's go ahead and save Scum, and... Do I want to... No, what if I... Oh, that was so dumb of me not to just use my Iron Axe the first time. Oh well. See, now if I have my archer go in... Unless this new guy... No. Alright, all I can really do is have this guy stand here and absorb these Iron Lance attacks. I mean, he's the one to take them for sure. But... it will stall, and if another thief eventually comes in here, he is going to go for these chests up here. So, I am racing against the clock, probably, even if I don't know it for sure yet. Alright, for now, let's have Hilda come in here. Go ahead and use this lance. Doesn't have much range, but it will do. Ba-boom. Hilda, why are you wearing a skirt in battle? I mean, I know why, it's just I still don't like it. Alright, defense 6. Yeah, see, you look at her here and she's armored up and stuff, but, you know, the initial Amelia sprite, Even then, like, why is Initial Amelia wearing a skirt on a battlefield where there are swords and spears and axes? Alright, let's go ahead and heal up Shorn real quick. And how do I want to approach this archer? Can Shorn kill you in one hit? Actually, can you kill the archer in one hit? Yes, you can. I mean, technically 2 hits, but, you know, we take those. Do I want you there? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Custom animation. Custom animation. Yes, I'm late to saying this, but Edric is definitely Hector. He looked really weird at first with 2 swords. Like, after a while, you eventually adjust to it. But it's like, why does this guy have 2 swords and he only ever uses 1? And it's like, where is Hector's axe? What the heck? Alright, so if I put him here, everybody is going to attack my main character, which is fine by me. And hopefully one of them survives with very little hit points left, and Hilda can have a few more kills. Alright, I'm gonna end the turn early. Go ahead, spear guys, break yourselves against my axe user. Boom. Oh. Alright. Well, that's fine. We have an archer behind him. Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. Oh! Gigachad gets to level up. And that was a very good level up. Like, I actually did not modify that dude's stats. I really don't think I did anyway, so, yeah, the fact that he got that level up is really nice. You can pretty much count on Gigachad Griss to have hit points and defense. I think it's like a 70%. Alright, boom, that dude's dead. Will you quit going for Gigachad? They will not quit going for Gigachad. Alright, fine. Alright, so more reinforcements. This mod is all about them reinforcements. How do I want to go about this guy? Alright, so the Broadsword. This is a rapier at the end of the day, so Broadsword would be excellent, but then I'd have to use it again for the guys further up here, which I think I will do because one of them is an archer anyway. So, still got 90 uses at this point, and it only took 1 hit, so that's fine. Alright, who can you hit? I'm deliberately gonna put Shorn's body in the way here. I kinda wish Shorn had... I should give him a regular iron sword. I don't think to do these things, and then I pay for it later on down the line. Alright, that guy... Okay, he's gonna go for Edric. This guy's gonna go for Shorn. Hilda, just stand by. Once this guy is down to no health left or low health, we'll see what happens. Okay, she'll go ahead and finish him off. Boom. And Miley gets her first level up. Miley, I think, has higher defenses than most archers do, which, you know, I can appreciate most certainly. Alright, I want to move him in, but not within archery range, so let's put him on top of one of these chests here. And, oh wow, double hit, nice. Alright, so he's pretty vulnerable, but he also has a lot of hit points to burn through. So what's probably going to happen is one of these guys is going to beat through this wall. Or if they don't, then I could beat through this wall if I don't feel like using up these precious lockpicks. But I think that this game is relatively generous when it comes to lockpicks, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I think I am going to just have Harlan unlock that chest next turn, but for right now, I'm going to keep him put where he is because he's a sword user and that guy's a lancer, and I don't feel like having that guy attack my thief. No thank you. Okay, please don't crit, Shorn. Okay, thank you, Shorn. He heard me through the computer screen. Okay, Dwalt is below half health at this point, and he only got in 1 move that time. Alright, I have to use up a broadsword, a couple of broadswords for this one. That's okay, I'll get another eventually. I'm not going to abuse the broadsword. Okay, we're at C-rank weapons. Oh, I did not realize Shorn was in range there. Okay, well, you missed. That's fine. I get to keep some of my broadsword stuff now. Aha! There's that thief that I was worried about. Don't stop fighting! No retreat! Once those new allies show up, they'll get hit from behind. It'll be over in a single bloody moment. Another thing I'm late to mentioning, here's Grommus again. Vicious yet cowardly. That's that guy from the initial mission. So the yet cowardly. Like I hit him, like I critted him, and he said, "Ooh, that hurts, I'm out of here." Also, apparently he has leadership. Look at that. +5 to hit and 3 avoidance to all ally units per star. Do I have leadership as a captain? No, I don't. Wait, hang on a second. Maybe I do and it's in the skills. No, that's charisma. That's not the same. Alright, well, let's see. How do I want to do this? There's a bunch of guys over here. We are going to get reinforcement attacked from behind if we're not careful. Let's go ahead and finish that dude off. So that way he can get off the treasure chest and use his turn drinking a vulnerary. I keep calling it a vulnerality, and that's not correct. Okay, that guy's got a javelin, but he's not going to use it for people at the door. Is he? No? No? Okay. Maybe I should put him over here so that these archers can shoot at him. And, yeah, we'll put the hand axe on, use the vulneraries, and then he can just throw axes at them as they're shooting at him. And meanwhile, we're stealing from the chest. Oh man, what a waste of it. Dang it, I should have save scummed at the start of the turn. Why didn't I do that? File, save. I don't want to use up a lockpick on something like that. Oh well. I mean, that's part of the experience. You know, if you're playing this game legitimately without save states, we eat those. Alright, you know what? Here. Trade. Give me that iron sword. That iron sword. That one's in better shape there. And let's go ahead and attack that dude with an iron... Oh, that finishes him off. Do I want to... Yeah, screw it. I don't feel like getting the enemies stacked up on me. And Shorn gets a level up, which he's due for anyway. See, that's more typical Shorn right there. Weapon rank up to D. Not that D quality swords are really something you want in this game. They're not terrible, I guess. Okay, finishing that dude off. Hit 84. Good job, Hilda. Just about to level up again. Where are you now? Are you 6? You are 6. Okay. And there's a hit from behind supposedly coming up, so who needs healing? Nobody needs healing. Okay, so far we're getting pretty lucky with misses and stuff. And I moved them there without really thinking properly. Edric, what do I want to do with you? Alright. So here I go, once again, putting myself at need for this broadsword here, but those guys have range, so screw it. I'm gonna use my range. Normally I couldn't get away with something like this, so I'm doing it. Okay, alright. I think my favorite level ups are speed, defense, and special defense. Like, if I could get speed and special defense, I consider that a pretty good level up, even if it is just 2. Because, you know, with speed, you need it to spare yourself movement. Do I want to... I could... Nah, I couldn't. Well, can that guy get in that... No, he can't. He can't get into there, so... I could have him attack Shorn, but I don't really want to. Where do I want to put Gigachad? He doesn't have a whole lot of movement to spare, but there are going to be reinforcements from behind, so maybe I'll back Gigachad up. Just put him right there. Alright. Yep, break your axe upon my rapier. I mean broadsword. Yep, speed, it doubles enemies, and it also makes you harder to hit. So, it is my favorite stat. And then special defense, because it's a rarity, or at least it typically is in games, I always rejoice to have that. Alright, Shorn's got you. Kinda wish he hadn't finished you off, but what am I expecting? You're just a soldier. Alright, you're firing on Dwalt, but he can swing back, so it's fine. And nobody else can hit Dwalt at this point because his body's in the way, and I went ahead and use my range like a cheater. Oh, the reinforcements are over there. Dang it, I messed up my turn with Gigachad. Oh well. Let's see, file, save, state 2. Well, I guess Gigachad's going right back up there again, and the rest of these guys need to move away. Can I kill off this thief in one hit? I can if I use yet another broadsword. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do then. We get to see an animation again. Been talking for an hour and a half at this point, so apologies if my voice is a little bit scratchy. Now, I might end up reopening this if it turns out that this chest is also garbage. Javelin. Usually, it wouldn't be worth a lockpick for a javelin, but you don't get a whole lot of those to play with, so I think I am going to hold on to that. And, let's see, we'll unlock the door next turn. I don't want this thief stealing my stuff. You know, if I wanted to, could I steal his lockpick? He has speed of 9. You got speed of 15. Alright, let's go ahead and attack this thief here. Ba-boom. And now, I'm gonna move you over here, and let's go ahead and trade. Because I don't believe that thieves can steal axes and hand axes like weapons and stuff. And I am deliberately going to wait here, and, you know, this thief, the best thing he can do is attack Dwalt, at which point Dwalt will either kill him or miss, but if he misses, I'll see if Harlan can't steal his lockpick from him. Again, I don't know if that can happen or not, but I'm going to attempt that. Alright, Hilda. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's have Hilda go to this pillar here. Yes, that lands. Yep, okay. And we'll back Shorn up to here. And I think you guys can hear the bumping of my keyboards. Sorry about that. Go ahead and heal. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yep, and let's move Gigachad right there. Yeah, you guys want to try attacking him? Good luck. Okay, so Hilda's actually got the advantage now. She's leveled up enough times that even though that guy managed to double her, like, she's finally able to start standing her ground. Ugh. Hilda, I complimented you just now. That was not the time to get a low level up. See, normally I'd save scum something like that, and it's like, okay, now Hilda gets like 4 bumps to her level, but, I will take that. It's fine. Alright, is that guy gonna double Dwalt? Oh, I forgot to switch out Dwalt's, axe. Man, stupid little mistakes like that, they cost you later on down the line. Alright, let's see. Can I one-hit you? Yes, I can! Yes, I can. Okay. That's fine. Alright, Hilda will finish him off. Slim ones. Yep, 98% chance. Whew! Another crit! Nice job, Hilda. I wasn't expecting a level up from that. Nevertheless, it is good to see. I want to attack this guy because Gigachad can't quite reach him. Let's move Gigachad up a bit more. And Iron Sword, yep, should be enough to overcome that guy, even if he does have some avoidance on the stairs. Alright. Let's go ahead and unlock this. Actually, no. Oh boy, I'm already about to crap the bed. Item. Oh right, you don't have any vulnerabilities. Vulneraries. Dang it. Trade. Alright, give me that back. And go ahead and shove that. This time I am going to let you keep your hand axe. And can you? Yes, you can! Yes, alright. I'ma steal that lockpick. Alright, now that you've served your purpose, you have my permission to die. Good job, Miley. And she almost got a level up. Alright. Can you talk to anyone? No. Alright. Eventually, Miley's gonna want to talk to, Shorn about something. Always good to have units talking to each other. I mean, lore-wise, I like it from a story perspective, but sometimes you get stuff from doing that. Finally, the reinforcements! And right in time, too. The mercenaries will be crushed beneath the hooves of war. Oh, hello. Okay, so that's kind of what I thought Gigachad was there for. Boy, I've been running him around in circles, haven't I? Well, that's fine. I mean, he's here for this exact reason. Cavalier. Maybe I'll spare that one. I'll let that Cavalier come up here and have at Hilda. Item, what do you have? Slim Lance out. And how's your hit points? I think I better have her drink a vulnerable. Unless, do I want Katrine to heal her? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and heal Katrine, Hilda. Boom, 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 boom. And now Gigachad. Alright, so even that guy, let's go ahead and put that there. Item, Iron Lance. Yeah, the Iron Lance is getting a workout. Back you up a little bit, just wait there for now. So, Harlan, let's unlock that door. See, now that I've got 2 lockpicks, not 1 to work with, I'm feeling that I can be a lot more generous with their usage. In the meantime, Edric, I've moved him this far in, so I might as well proceed forward. And that archer can get him, but that's fine. I would have probably used this broadsword rapier anyway. What level are you now? Oh, 8. Wow, I'm looking through this stuff and I'm not even glancing at the level itself. So I am chewing through my broadsword uses, but I'm feeling pretty good about them right now. Miley, let's move you closer to the emo dude. And, alright, end turn, and note to self, save at the beginning of next turn. Because, you know, that's when I have time to move my guys and not unmove them afterwards. Look at that crit, nice. Always fun to watch. Alright, Edric, what do you have for me this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, very nice. That would normally have done a lot more damage if I hadn't cheated and bumped up his growths. Alright, more bad guys. Steel Axe. Alright, soldiers are coming at Gigachad, and he just immediately doubles them. Okay, speed, really? I really don't think that I bumped up his speed growth, because it's already so high, like, why bother? I'm just gonna let him grow normally. Getting tired of this enemy music, so I'm just sort of fast-forwarding through it a little bit. Alright, 1 stab. What level are these Cavaliers, I wonder? Alright, I wish that she was getting more speed. Come on now. And this guy just immediately dies against my giant armor dude. Okay, Javelin, that's fine. Bink. Yeah, oh well. Boy, that's a long turn right there. And this is why I had the broadsword. So you don't get to see the enemy units actually die. But that's fine. Alright, file, save, state 1 or state 2? I can never remember. Alright, let's whittle this dude down. Oh, no, let's see, Iron Sword. Yes, that should whittle him down. Now, if it's a crit, I am going to save scum, reload. I was at a disadvantage, but that's fine. I can work with this. Alright, and now, here we go with the Slim Spear. Oh, that's not enough. There we go. Just barely enough. I didn't calculate that ahead of time. I tend to just go with what feels right in the moment, which is, you know, not the most intelligent thing to do, I understand. Alright, let's have the thief go over here where the treasure chests are. This knight's in the way. Let's go ahead and just use the old axe here. Yeah, he's tough, but so am I, and I have weapon triangle advantage. This is what fighters are for. They are the counter to the heavy defenses that these knights offer. finally, Miley gets to talk to... What do you have to say? We need to talk about your performance in the last battle, Miley. Oh? Am I about to be showered with compliments? Go right ahead, Shorn. I'm ready. You know that's not what's happening. A girl can dream. You only hit your target 9 in every 10 arrows. 9 in 10. Sounds pretty good to me. That one miss could be the difference between victory and defeat. It could be life and death. So you want me to be perfect? Shorn, you brat, that's impossible. Boy, you know, if we were talking about her batting average right now, like a 900 batting average, this is like she is like Legolas level archery with that 9 out of 10 in hits. If I can't rely on you, Miley, I don't know why you're in this company. You take that back. Now, right now. One of these days, you're going to get someone killed. Well, hopefully it's the enemy. Shorn! What's gotten into him today? That poor idiot must have a lot on his mind. Support level. Yes, that was such a supportive conversation right there. Alright, have I left myself open to any other stuff? Let's see. What do I want to do as far as healing goes? Can she talk to anyone? Can anyone talk to anyone? No? Alright. So there's 3 people I could possibly heal at this point. I don't know if I want to use Shorn anymore, because against these archers, what really can I expect? I'll just go ahead and heal Hilda. Oh, wow, she finally leveled up. Alright, well, I don't intend on using her as a healer much longer anyway. There are plenty of other good healing options in this game afterwards. So, you know, once you're not locked into these absolute necessary characters, you get a little bit of, you know, freedom of decision. So, oh, right. What do I want to do with Edric? You know what? Let's just put him right here. I don't even care. Let's keep the Broadsword out because those 2 are archers. Listen, Edric, I'll likely go my own way once this mission is through. Spies operate best all alone, right? You'd better take any extra loot from me beforehand. But leave me my lockpicks at least. A man in my profession should always have a few at hand. Alright, so hint freaking hint. I gotta remember to do that at the start of the next turn. Alright, bit of a waste to the Broadsword, but hey, another critical. I think I said that already. So, now up against these archers, we're not gonna see doggone it, the cinematics, but it's fine. Okay, yep. Fire at me. Ooh, a level up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hit points, defense, resistance. I will take that. Okay, so first things first. File, save, state to 1. Let's have somebody actually take Shorn's stuff. Who does, what's his name, stuff? Katrine, she doesn't have a whole lot on hand, so... No, let's not do that yet, because he's about to get new stuff out of these chests here. So Katrine will be on standby up here, and he can just barely not reach these chests yet. Alright, well, I mean, I'm not going to try for any record low-level amount of time to beat stuff. Now, normally this is a dumb idea, considering... Oh, never mind. I thought my hit points were that knight's hit points. Never mind, we're good. Alright, Dwalt actually gets a level up. I've never really liked playing with fighters, but that was a very good level up on Dwalt's part. Okay, I got lucky there. Oh, right, and the victory music now starts to play here. So, let's go ahead and have Edric, no, I want the Iron Sword out. Gromus. Do I want the first move, or should I leave it to him? No, I'll take the first move, because there is no way that he can mathematically, beat me. You fools again? This time you're really gonna get it. Oh, wow. First miss. Saw what that looked like now. Okay. By the way, it just occurred to me what this guy's face reminds me of. So I once played, a couple of times in the past, played this mod called Geb FE. It's one of the older mods out there. Very irreverent, very immature humor, a lot of... It's not the sort of thing that you want your mother to discover that you're playing. But it is still very funny. And I believe this guy, he is the final boss against Geb. His name is Gleb in that. Oh, and he's got a skill. I didn't even see that. What are we looking at? Heavy Blade attacks me when unit's constitution is bigger than the enemy. So his con is 11, my con is 9, so he does have Heavy Blade advantage. Alright, well, try your luck then, bud. Do I want Hilda up there? Nah. Well, nah. I mean, I'll move her, but I don't think it's gonna be of any real value. Oh, look, Gigachad's strength just maxed out. Alright, he's got a lot of stuff on hand. What about you, Shorn? Miley, you come up here, and you'll help take stuff off of this thief dude, Harlan. Alright, Gromus is healing. I don't know why I think of that purple dude from the McDonald's commercials. Is that guy's name Gromus? Is it Grimace? I can't think of what it's called right now. Man, I wanted to get her all the way to level 10, this level, so that she could, like, be put on a horse. Oh well. It's fine. If it's one level later, I think I can live with that. Alright, let's go ahead and steal from this chest a secret book! Excellent! Alright, let's see. I'm gonna send one of these lockpicks, but then next time, yes, I am sending a secret book. By the way, I tend to dump pretty much any of those boost items I find into my essential character, Edric, here. Because, now, the first playthrough, obviously I wasn't cheating. Well, obviously. I wasn't cheating, and so obviously his stats weren't this good. So, you know, knowing that I would need him every time anyway, like, except for the angelic robe, I would always put everything I could find on him, and, you know what, I'm not even gonna have him attack this turn. I'm just gonna let the enemy have this. Well, so much for that. Ba-boom! Style. Not again! Yeah, that's another time that we actually killed him off with a critical hit. Alright, and because the objective is seize throne, not defeat so-and-so, therefore I can afford to take my time right at the end here. Okay, a men's staff. Yeah, let's go ahead and send the secret book. And, yeah. Go ahead and trade with him. Obviously, we want the men's staff, and let's take this javelin. We'll leave him his iron sword, and that vulnerary. It's fine, we got plenty of those things, doesn't matter. I don't want to load down Miley over much, because that will mess with her skill to have +3 to her speed. Could have had Hilda attempt to kill Gromus, but that's playing with fire. So, before I seize this, let's just go ahead and save the game to state 10, and a-boom. Where do you think you're going? Oh, away from here, I guess? Not until you tell us what's going on. You know what's going on. War! Brother against brother, bloodshed, banditry. Were you born yesterday? Liar. Huh? It doesn't add up. The men we fought, they weren't all bandits. I saw regular soldiers too. Who are you working for? Answer, and we'll let you live. Brago's my boss. King of Bandits, we call him. He always leads us to good looting. Well, out with it. A month ago, he got a visitor. Duke Zedard himself. Now, Zedard, he's the bad guy, so I think I am actually gonna call him Duke Zedard as opposed to his brother the Dork. They made a deal. We distract Fornes by burning his villages, and when Zedard wins the war, he'll reopen the mines. So, it's Zedard after all. Okay, you can go. Run, fiend. Harlan, did you hear all that? I heard it. That's good intel. You should report it to Phoenix. Me? What about you? I'm going to follow that worm you set free. See what else I can learn. The bandits are serving Fornus' traitor brother. All so they can mine again? This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we haven't gotten to the bottom of this yet. Boss, Katrine wants you to see her right away. What's going on? There were a few prisoners held by the bandits. Villagers. They're okay now, except for one. Come on! Katrine, what's going on? Is this woman hurt? Edric, she's dying. My staff cannot help her. Death. She's trying to tell us something. Brother against boy, we keep hearing this same stuff over and over again. It's like the mod creator is really hammering it. Look, this is what's going on in this world. Like, you may have started out just being thrown into a field with a bunch of axe-wielding bandits to beat, but now we're getting these story beats. Like, if you didn't get them the first couple of times, well, here they are again. Blood soaks the soil. Two halves of darkness enjoined, and the world drowns in blood. She's gone. What in the name of the gods was that, oh you filthy pagan? A prophecy, maybe. Sometimes they come right at the moment of death. The world drowns in blood. That's not a happy prophecy. Agreed. Now I must make preparations for her burial. Of course, Katrine. But be quick. We should get to the capital. The bandits might be gone, but it doesn't feel safe here. Alright, and that concludes Chapter 2, Den of Thieves. I'm looking at the time here. We're almost 47 minutes in. Here I thought I was going to basically get in 2 maps per episode like I did the first time around, but really the prologue and Chapter 1, of course, they would be, short enough that I could put them together. But this is going to go for well over an hour before I finish with the third map. So I think at this point I am going to close it down here. Next time we'll have Chapter 3, whatever it's called. And, as always, thank you guys for sticking with me. You could have watched anybody else for this sort of game. I've seen other people play it, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Until next time, you have a good one.